All right, what's up, everybody? Picasso here. So I'm just going to break it down real quick. Not much time, but big question with everybody is what the hell is going on with Bitcoin? What next? And I just want to break it down for you guys here. What I see as far as where we are going to head next, and the parameters I'm going to lay out to see if that's going to happen. And so just to break it down pretty quick, like we have the market cycle here in 2013, the complete bear market, and then where the market reversed and we started to see a bull run. All right, basically like in 2016. Now, and it got very amplified in 2017. So right here is the big question. Is this the beginning of the bear market? And I want to lay down a couple things right here that I see with this trend and lay out some parameters of how I'm going to trade it, because I don't really have any emotional attachment to this one way or another, other than the fact that we're going to be living off of this and making a lot of money either way. So I do think, however, like I'm leaning towards the S-curve adoption model, where we are just going to keep moving in a trending technology and that grows as the network grows. And so I'm laying out parameters to, if this works out, this is what I'm looking for. If these certain parameters break down, then I'll take the other side of the trade with no emotional attachment. But so just to lay it out here, we kind of have a couple things going on that I just kind of spoke to me here as I opened up the charts and I started looking at the bigger picture again. And I'm kind of breaking it down into this entire bull run from 2016. So check this out. What I've kind of figured out here, or I've noticed, is that right from here to here, we have, let's just call it the 2016 trend. Okay. Right there. And we'll call that will be the marked out by that line. And then right through here, we have the 2017 trend. We'll call it. Okay. Now, let's also look at this. This would be the resistance of this trend from 2016. So right here, this trend is basically where we broke out, we held support. This was a big ascending triangle. This is kind of like where I kind of see Ethereum as this stage with the biggest ascending triangle that it broke. This was my comparison of the markets right through here. And then it trended up all through 2016. Then, kind of almost to right about here. Okay. Then right here, the trend changed. This is where I was trading this and was expecting, the last time I was expecting an ABC correction, where the market is going to do one of two things. We're going to come like this, sell down, or we're going to continue on. And we decided to continue on. And then after we continued on, look what we did. This is the real thing that spoke to me right here. Check this out. We broke out. We did not get an ABC correction. We broke out. We went into a new expansive, impulsive trend that we didn't know that at this time we couldn't establish this line because this was just a parabolic rise. And then afterwards, it did a correction and it came back down and it tagged the breakout line of the previous parabolic trend, the 2016 trend. So basically this entire area right through here is 2016. And then 2017, we entered a new trend, and our first sell-off of that wave came down here and it tagged the breakout of the previous year's parabolic resistance. Okay? Now, check this out. Because you can't make this shit up. It's just kind of like interesting how all these things lay out. All right, and then from here, right through here, just about there, we have this area of trade from here right through here. This is the 2017 trade. This is kind of like the intermediate area right through here. This is actually the beginning of, so the support actually lasted into 2017 from the previous year's support trend. It tagged it one more time. But we shifted trends right here from 2016's trend into 2017's trend. And now look what we did here with this move. This move right here went very expansive and impulsive, and it came back down, and it could still sell off because we're still in this oversold area. There might be a little bit of panic, and but if we hold this line right here, we could still come down in a couple more days and like tag it here a couple more times and kind of like come to this area. But if we respect this zone, whether we rally away from it fast or we rally away from it slow, if we respect that zone, then we very well right now might be laying out the foundation for 2018's trend in a whole nother vertical inclination. All right, let me just make it this color here. So we could very well be making a transition of trends right here, where this entire thing right here is now the beginning of something new to come in 2018. And like I laid out in that previous chart earlier, was that we could be looking at a move like this to break the resistance, come back down, and then just rally, up into the 50,000s, come back down, then run for that, make that 100,000 run, and then do some sort of retracement to that. See if we hold this trend or fall back to this trend. Then you'd have to really see. But I'm just playing these moves as they play out because the way that I'm trading, the market structure just keeps going. So it gets to a point where I'm expecting it to sell down, and then it doesn't sell down. So at this point right now, if this is going to be the end right here of Bitcoin, if this is going to be the end of the bull trend, then we're going to reach some sort of complacency. We'll probably hold this line and then come back up here and get complacent. So I'm watching that area. I'm not going to sell this low now because I realize that there's a action and reaction scenario in the market. The market sold down, it broke a certain level, and people just panicked, and then people started losing money, and that's where the emotion comes of that fear of loss, and people that don't know how to hold and don't know how to trade, they're just going to get shook out of Bitcoin. When this could be a very good opportunity to buy for the new buyers stepping in. There's a paradigm shift, and it seems like the paradigm shift is happening every year here in this multi-year bull trend. So we'll have to see. This could just be some crazy idea, but everything's kind of really lining up here for this to unfold the way it unfolded last year. Look, we had a trend, we changed our trend line, the scope of our trend line, we started a new resistance trend, we broke that. This year we had a resistance trend, we broke it, we came back down, we tagged it. I bet you if you look at this move right here, it's probably a nice almost 61% retracement too. Right? There. Almost a 61% retracement. So we could very well be in a position where we just did this right here of a more steep inclined impulsive trend, or at least a wave set to come out of here. So that's my idea for Bitcoin right now. Bought here this morning, after I sent out that signal, it was about 11,000 by the time that I got in. I'm just going to put a stop at break even there on those margin trades and just kind of, let the market do what's going to do. If we're going to sell down for a couple more days, then I'll look to re-enter on the same analysis. I'll just try to get a better entry. But for right now, these are all signs that it's pretty strong. 12-hour here is on the floor. It looks like it wants to reset. This is a very bullish-looking sell-off candle right here. If we get a hammer out of this where this comes up and this actually creates a body that's green, then that's a very strong sign of a reversal. Seems like we probably are going to hold that price point. But if this trend is really shifting right here, then this could be the start of the run to 100,000. That's the thing with Bitcoin. Like, nobody knows, what's going to happen here. Like, the bottom could fall out tomorrow, or it could go to 100,000, $1 million. It really all depends on that money coming in and out. And right now, we're seeing this shift of billions of dollars coming in and out. Back in here, it was thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars coming in and out. And then it was millions of dollars coming in and out. Now we're seeing billions of dollars coming in and out. So these swings, even though they seem drastic from the last impulsive move, that's only a 61% retracement, just like back here, 61% retracement. So this is within normal technical spec to continue right here and continue on. And then these other factors of confluence are telling me we could have very well just shifted trends and be laying out the foundation for our 2018 trend. If that's the case, then this is a prime buying spot for a run to $100,000. If this line breaks down and we start to trade down here, then this incomplete idea is valid and we're going to get a deeper retracement. But as a trader, you have to be ready to take the side either way. So as for now, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. If we break this line and trade below $10,000, I mean, when I say trade below, I don't mean on the hourly, even the 4-hour chart. I'm talking about like opening and closing a day or two under 10,000. Then it would be a real sign that we're going to start to short the market because there's a bear trend to come with a run that will go a lot further down. But I really don't see that happening for Bitcoin until this line breaks, because this is like I talked about the other day, to me, I believe we could very well be witnessing something that's never been seen in tradable history before, and that is the tradability of the adoption of a network and a technology that is disruptive and going to disrupt finance and is changing life and is redistributing wealth. All right, guys, have a Merry Christmas. Take care. Cheers.